Well, today we're servicing something a little bit different. A Husqvarna 440. So let's go ahead. Let's get started. All right, so this is a coworker's chainsaw. One I recently went out to help cut up some wood and everything, whatnot, and get him familiar with the chainsaw and stuff like that. So this little saw, this is a great little saw for what he's doing and everything. He doesn't need anything more for out there, and if he does, he knows who to contact to help that. So today we're going to go ahead and do a little look over here on it. Probably just do a quick touch up on the chain, clean it up, look at the air filter, make sure it's good and whatnot, and blow it off, and give her a good once over here, and then we'll be able to get it back to him today, and he can continue doing any kind of work and everything, whatnot. His coworker, I go and hunt on his property, so I offer to be able to help him and everything and whatnot with, servicing this and stuff like that. One thing I've always been taught, and I still do to this day, is you help out the landowner in any way you can when it comes to hunting on their property and stuff. If they let you do that, if there's a service, something you can help them with, you do that. And that's exactly what I'm doing with this. So we see the chain is stretched a little bit. It's got a little bit of slack in it and everything on that. The chain actually doesn't feel too bad, but we'll go over it. I don't even think it needs sharpened. I thought it did, but I don't know how much cutting he'd done. But this thing still looks pretty good and razor sharp here on it. He's only been cutting like little ash wood, like trees like that were planted and they died and everything. And the one thing I taught him from the beginning is don't put it in the dirt. So we'll still take it off. We'll still go over and inspect everything. We may bust out the sharpener for it. Or I may just touch up some little teeth on it. I mean, it's pretty good and sharp still. I don't even think a sharpener could really do any better than that, to be honest. Because I'd just be wasting material. I mean, it grabs the skin and wants to rip it off still. But we'll get her cleaned up. We'll go ahead and we'll go through and do some stuff here. How's that sound? So, first off, we will go ahead. Let's get that bar and chain off. And she looks like it's just one easy little nut here. And I don't know how these adjust. I mean, I couldn't tell you. I don't mess with them. Usually I was just stuck with the syringe and everything and whatnot. And I know there's somebody here like yelling at my screen right now. Probably Jeremy Bell. Oh, there's a screw right there that does it. Would you look at that? So, it's got a syringe in here. No, I'll be ding dong. We'll just use the tools provided in hand. He's got a nice little carrying case for it. So, if there's tools provided, we'll just use them because, well, anybody watching the video, you're going to want to. So, loosen this nut up here real quick. Actually take it off completely. Nice and chrome too. Yeah, something different, I know. Just place that there. I don't know how these covers completely come on. Oh, there it goes. It's a side little dealio here. See, I don't work on these too often. Pretty nasty, so we'll have to take that out, blow it off. So we'll set it right there. Nice little mouse side. And looks relatively clean in here. Well, relatively. When I say clean, I'm not saying there's a bunch of rock chips and stuff like that in there. Cylinder looks mighty fine and clean. Get the bar off, bar and chain off here. I don't think we'll have to sharpen this chain, to be honest. It looks really good still. And I'm always willing to sharpen it anytime he needs it. I say just bring me the saw and we'll go from there. Yeah, it's doesn't even look affected at all. He's done a real good job keeping out of dirt and not getting it into debris, so good job. Oils really nicely, don't even have to worry about that. 18-inch, 0.325. May flip the bar for him just so that it wears evenly. What I mean by flip is you get it like this, flip it like that so that it wears evenly, and I'll explain that to him too. That's what we're going to do. or what I have done. We'll go blow this off. Hey, let's go look at that air filter while we're here. How does one get into the air filter? I just don't know. Oh, there we go. The top. That top's off. I could use a little blowout. Could use a little bit of cleaning. But inside the carburetor and everything, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So, I don't know how these come apart. These modern finagled dangled things, I'll tell you, it just amazes me. I'll get her figured out. Unless these are non-serviceable and you just have to replace them. And that is like, gotta be the biggest waste of plastic in the world right there, if that's the case. Oh, no, okay. There it goes. I'm like, there's just no way. There's just no way. So, alright, we'll get this blown out first, put it back on the saw, then we'll blow the saw off, the bar, get everything clean, wiped down, and inspected. Everything's looking good when it comes to critical-wise. Anti-vibration boots and rubbers are looking fantastic and stuff like that. So, alright, let's go get this, go get the compressors fired up and run it off. Alrighty, well, everything's nice and clean. Now we get the fun of tossing her back together. You watch to the end of this video, I'll show you my view from out of my tree stand too, where I killed something over, by the time you guys see this, it'd be like a few weeks ago. So, where I recently, but for me it was like 2 days ago. So, the view I seen and everything, I'm the first to take anything off his land. I'm not the first person to hunt there, so. So, like we said, we're going to go ahead and flip the bar. Put it back on. Oh, I forgot to blow this off. We'll get that here in a sec. Get the chain put on. Those Harbor Freight air compressors are loud. The sprocket on this looks excellent. Not even a day of wear. It doesn't even look even like it's been used. So it's in pretty happy shape too. Get everybody lined up in there. And then we can go ahead and clean this. There we go. Much better. All right. So that's on there. And yeah, that is the chain adjuster in there. So that's good. We'll just have to tighten that up for him. Getting all the pins and stuff lined back up is just such a fun task. The chain brake is good. A nudge there, if you will. Double check some stuff here really quick. Getting the chain to line back up into its adjuster slot is probably the funnest task of all. It's one thing I hate about new design and gravity. Definitely gravity. There we go. That's in there. We'll just put this on and get the chain back in our slot. Here in a sec, we just gotta put that there. Now chain's in the slot, that's there. Prop that up on the end so that this has pressure up on it. Because what you want that end up when you go to adjust it and tighten the chain. I assume righty, yep, righty tighty, lefty loosey. Nice and good. Take the wrench. We're gonna just snug. Nice and snug is what that feels like. good to go. Really, it's good to take this and do it that, not your own flesh and blood fingers. Let's get the top popped back on her. Air filter's nice and clean. I always said if I couldn't work on Max or whatever, I'd try Husqvarnas, but man, are they getting expensive. There we go. That is one happy, ready to go saw. What's the startup procedure for this thing? Let's see here. Let's see if we can fire her up real quick. Let's see here. Yeah. One is down. Hold on. Oh, up for choke. How do these things work? I just don't know. Oh, pull out and up. Okay, out and up for one. See, told you, I'm just used to... There you go, choke. I presume once you pull the trigger on this, it also wants to do good stuff. A non-adjustable carburetor, but there's no need to adjust it. I've seen it run. Huh, look at that. Little cold blood on nature. Guess I took away its high speed idle, didn't I? Now I want to steal. Seems like it needs an idle bump up. It's running, but the idle is just way low. Let's go ahead and investigate that, because that should be running just tops. And last time I had it, it ran tops. Hold on, speaking of tops, let's it's got fuel, plenty to do the job. Does this have an idle mixture on it? Yeah, it's warmed up. It just... See, I couldn't even tell you if there is an idle screw on these or what the heck. I doubt it. Probably one of those, oh, this is good from the factory. You'll never need to kind of things. It's one of those weird designs, probably. Oh, yes, this will do perfect. I can see where that one opens up and everything. And those are just covers over there. Oh, wait, there's the idle. Okay, I found it. Like I said, somebody was yelling at me on the screen, that's where it's at, Brian. So, get the top back on here. We'll adjust the idle. About 3/4 of a turn is what I've done so far, is to do this. did to me. Alright, so it just needed the screw opened up just a little more than 3/4. He hadn't really used it much since he had it, and that was probably one of his larger jobs he had was when I'd come there, and he was cutting down a bunch of ash trees, so it broke in and everything and whatnot, and just needed that bumped up. Alrighty, well, that's probably all we got for this little short video here of servicing one of these, and like I said, if I could never get another Max or something, or couldn't mess with them, I'd like to mess with Husqvarnas over steel. I don't know what it is about it. Something about Husqvarnas is just, they're nice and everything. I'd really like to find a 372 XP, a legit one, but people seem to think those are as rare as Super Pro 125s, and neither of them are rare. Desired, but not rare. But, so, that's one of those, we'll find one when we find one kind of deals and everything. Some people are like, well, get a 288, and it's like, I want a 372 first. I want a 372 first. All right? That's all I want first. I mean, I've owned other ones. I've just sold them off, but this little saw right here is perfect for all his purposes and everything. We'll get that back to him today, and hopefully be back out in the woods this coming weekend for me, and get another one with a bow. I'm currently behind me. There's what's left of it and everything, and I'm tanning the fur and whatnot, so that's a pretty nice, fun little process to continue on. Lots to do today, so cut this video out and get you guys out to the woods where I see. If you like this video, go ahead, like, subscribe, like, comment, do that order. Yeah, you know, like, comment, subscribe. There we go. Leave a comment, stuff like that. Hit the bell. And we'll just try to keep more of these little things, little videos going for you on the table. We're at this moment, as I'm making this, almost to 2,100 people subscribed on this channel. And thank you all for your support and everything. So, yeah. So, all right. To the woods.